Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the LDQL Season 6 Championship. We took a break last season from the championships, but we are back for Season 6. I forget exactly how I finished in Season 4 or Season 3, but I think I was like second to fourth roughly every time, so it's been solid, but I haven't won the league yet, and it would be cool to do that. But we've got a lot of great players as always this time, so it's not going to be easy to do. But anyway, yeah, the basic idea. I mean, you can see the rules on screen. You're welcome to pause if you would like. But the idea is there are 4 quizzes with 8 questions each. That you get 12 minutes for each, so it's timed. Benny and Looney will be in the call with me, or at least one of them will be. And there are 2 enhances rather than 1. They still work the same way. You get points for the percentage of people that got them wrong. But yeah, this is the basic idea. Again, it's a little different. It's live quizzing rather than me just filling in quizzes after I've thought about them for a while. So it's going to be interesting, but hopefully you guys enjoy this format. And yeah, I've got nothing else to say, so let's get into the quizzes.
Welcome to the championship for LDQL seasons 5 and 6. In this championship, we have invited the top 20 participants from both seasons combined. The top 20 participants from season 5 and the top 20 participants from season 6, and invited them to this championship, as is the case with the previous championships. We are doing this little session for Jake here. Hello, YouTube. And the way this is going to work is that unlike the regular LDQL weeks, we're going to do 4 quizzes, each with 8 questions instead of 6. There will be a time limit. Jake, you will have 12 minutes per quiz to fill them out. And you are allowed to enhance 2 items instead of just 1 per quiz. So the way that you indicate your enhancement is that you circle one of the questions that you would like to enhance, and then you circle another one. After you finish, please take a picture of your answers and please send them into the chat for us to have a log of and make sure they get written down. That should be how this will work. We'll do that 4 times and then it'll be over. Any questions or anything we should clarify?
Nope. Good to go.
And we'll give you a 1-minute warning, even if you can also see the timer.
Yep.
Like verbally. All right.
All right. In that case, quiz 1 is coming in now. We'll give you a few seconds to get that downloaded and on screen, and good luck.
Thank you. All right. Quiz. Let me go full screen. Quiz is visible. All right.
Best of luck.
Thank you. What surname completes? Wait, shit. Let me make sure I started the recording again. Yeah, all right, we're chilling. All right. What surname completes the title The Blank Galaxy? Marshall McLuhan, History of Mass Media. The person in question who died centuries before the eventual development of a global village. The person? So like the blank is a person then? What in the world? Interconnected global village. I'm not sure what's going on. We'll come back. Ava DuVernay's 2018 film adaptation of Wrinkle in Time, who played Mrs. Witch. Also helped her produce the films Selma and Queen Sugar, maybe better known for her own self-titled show. Who are people with self-titled shows? I probably don't know very many. Could be Ellen DeGeneres. Could be... Does Oprah have a show? Or is that like a... She at least probably used to. Okay, I'll come back to that too. 3rd century religious figure. Patron saint of abdominal pain? Good lord. And of sailors. Ah, St. Elmo. Okay. It's a type of plasma discharge of St. Elmo's fire. Sure. I did not know the first part. John Conrad Hettinger, Pierre Bellamy, and Lucien Hauteval. His political chicanery influenced the start of the quasi-war between the U.S. and France. Oh. Is this what the... It's the XYZ affair? Is that what this is? Isn't that what it's called? XYZ affair. I think that's what it's called. Unless I'm confusing it with something else. Oh boy. XY. I think it's called the XYZ affair. So I'm gonna say X, Y, and Z. Short nicknames. I mean, that would make sense. I'm just worried I have the wrong name. Ominous main riff from song Black Sabbath. Steadily marching. King Crimson song. Okay, our Imperial March. Well, directly inspired by the first movement in 1918 orchestral suite. Who or what is that first movement named after? What the heck? I don't know what that's from. 1918 suite. Oh man. Classical music. I don't know. This is tough. I can probably think of something, but I'll come back. Commonly used technique, desalinate salt water. High pressure to force through a membrane. Leaving the impurities on once. Reverse osmosis surely is what's going on here. I mean, a membrane that lets some stuff through and doesn't let other stuff through. I think it's got to be osmosis. That feels pretty easy, but I think that's what that is. Most watched broadcast of scripted program in the UK occurred in '86 when over half the population watched. What the hell, bro? There's no way I'm getting this. What's a show that exists? 1980s? Like, I don't think I'm even gonna come up with a guess for this. In what sport are alphanumeric codes used as a shorthand to denote specific routines? They get different techniques to be used. The letter indicates either straight, pike, tuck, or free. Jesus. I also have no idea. This is just some Olympics thing that I've never heard of. Pike. It almost sounds like figure skating ever? Pike? Like, isn't pike like a figure skate? I probably am making that up. Oh, wait, pike. What is pike? No, I've fully heard of that before. Wait. What is that? Tuck. Free. Oh my god. Is it? It's not diving, is it? Oh, it could be, couldn't it? It could be diving. It's gonna be something like that. I don't know though. Damn it. Okay. Actually, am I able to see the stream? So I can get the. Come on. There it goes. Okay, 7 minutes left. That's fine. I got time. Okay. Do I just say Ellen for number 2? Because like, I don't know who else is like Wendy Williams is a person. Self-titled show. Gosh, I'm gonna say Ellen. I'm not gonna come up with a better guess. Okay, so 1578. Who or what is that movement named after? Imperial March. Black Sabbath song I don't know the song Black Sabbath. Like, I have no idea what that song is. So the only thing I can use here is the Star Wars thing. First movement of a suite. 1918. It's named after the. It's like the. Oh my god. I gotta be able to think of something for this, man. Okay, what show? Is Frank and Gracie? Is that what is it called? Oh, Jesus. That's probably a recent thing. What is that even called? Or is it Gracie and Frank or something? Great. Oh my god. If it's actually that and I get the wrong name, I'm gonna be so sad. The Blank Galaxy. The person in question, centuries before. So, media theorist. So, this is probably someone who was what? 15th, 16th, 17th century, something like that. Interconnected global village? What does that even mean? Sparked the eventual development. What? Global village? I don't know what this is referring to. Like, jeez. Okay. Could 1918, could that be the planets? Or is that older than that? The problem, I don't know dates. Like, you could tell me the planets is from the 1600s or the 1980s, and I would have believed you either way. Um, I would have guessed that it was earlier than this, but this is all like evil stuff. Like, who or what? I mean, that could make sense, right? Like, who would be the god and what would be the planet? Like, I feel like that makes sense, right? So, do I say Mars? Or is it Jupiter? Like, the Jupiter symphony is a thing. I mean, Mars is like bringer of war. Maybe it's Jupiter. I'm gonna go with Jupiter. All right. So, straight pike tuck free. What is that? I feel like it might be diving. I've heard of this from somewhere. I think I might go diving. Okay. 1 and 7. 3 minutes left. Oh, or is it Grace and Frankie? Is that what its name? Is that what it's called? Guarantee this is something from like 2022. Um Dan surfing, like, who are Dan and Angie? Like, right? There's no way this is not going to be correct. But like, based on an in-show map, oh, is it ever? Oh, is it ever faulty towers? Wait, is that what's that? Isn't that a? Wait, isn't that like a John Cleese thing? Wait, maybe it's that actually. I think that's a thing. I think that's a UK thing. Tower Ham. It could be. It honestly could be. Okay, 2 minutes to figure out number one and enhance. Person in question sparked the eventual development of an interconnected global village. What does that mean? Like, ah, global, dude. Okay, what do I enhance? XYZ affair. Do I ever enhance the TV show? No, that's too crazy. I don't think I can do that. St. Elmo feels easy because the plasma thing's pretty known. Jupiter is probably wrong. I'm gonna enhance XYZ and hope that that's the right thing. I honestly almost want to enhance number 7. Man. I can't though. I can't. I'm gonna go with 3.
1 minute remaining.
Indeed. Okay. 1 minute to figure this question out. Mass media. History of mass media. Mass media? So like what was mass media in the centuries ago? Like what would that be? Global village? Like what is going on? I am so confused. Interconnected global village. Dude, yeah, I cannot. I have no idea what's going on. Um, Surname. Shakespeare. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's just a tough one. Okay. Guess that'll do it.
All right. Looks like we've gotten the photo from quiz 1. Let's go through the questions. Um, the first question was about a book about the history of mass media by Marshall McLuhan. This is a book named after a guy whose most notable invention, I think, revolutionized mass media for centuries and centuries to come. This is the Gutenberg Galaxy printing press guy.
That makes a lot of sense. I don't think I would have come up with that for a while, so I think I'm pretty okay with that.
Yeah, this one's been playing a little tough too.
Yeah.
Number two, the actress and host of a self-titled show in question is Oprah Winfrey. You did mention her earlier
That's
on.
sick. Yeah. I have
And
no
maybe
idea
slightly
who to pick. I
more
guess maybe
likely.
Ellen's less of an actress, isn't she? That was kind of
Yeah,
an oversight.
yeah, she played Dory, but like
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah.
Oprah maybe slightly more likely to help with a movie like Selma, but
Oh, that's also so true, isn't it? Yeah, okay. That was I should have spent more time on that one. All right.
Number three, this is indeed Saint Elmo. You're correct about that. I had
Yeah.
no idea he was the god of what is it?
Abdominal
Pain.
pain, me neither. Yeah.
That's all the research, yeah. Number four, this is in fact the XYZ affair. Well done, and they
Okay,
are
good.
named XYZ.
Good.
Number five, the orchestral suite is in fact the planets, and the movement in question is Mars, Bringer
Fuck.
of War.
No.
I'm so sorry.
No. I had
Yeah,
no idea. I mean, it makes sense, this like bringer of war, but I thought Jupiter is like the king or whatever, so it could also make a lot of sense.
This is very, I guess, like with the imperial thing. Yeah. I think you were thinking about Mozart's Jupiter Symphony, which is like an entirely separate thing as
Right.
well.
That is a separate thing. Yes. But I thought maybe I would double dip because I couldn't remember what the Jupiter Symphony was either, so I thought
Very
it could
fair,
also
very
be
fair.
that. So yeah.
Yeah. I got you.
So
Yeah.
sad. Okay.
That's fair. Number six, this is indeed reverse osmosis.
Yeah.
Number seven, you made a good observation here, and you're not the only one to make this observation, but unfortunately, the key here is not the tower part, it's the near Greenwich part, because these are places in the East End of London for EastEnders, the show.
Heard of it, never even gonna pull that name, so I don't feel bad about that.
Don't worry. This question, I think, has gone in. I believe it's gone answered incorrectly by every single person so far. So
Number
this
7,
question
you
was
mean?
perhaps a little bit, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
perhaps a little bit too far, or the towers was a bit too much of a red herring.
Okay.
But we finished with question 8, which is the sport with the alphanumeric codes. This is diving. Well done.
Thank goodness I got one uncertain thing right, at least. Yeah. Still feels like it could have gone better, but I guess I'll take it.
All right. Are you ready for quiz 2?
Yes.
All right. We will get that sent in now. Give you a few moments to get that pulled up.
All right. All right. It is on screen.
All right, good luck.
All right, thanks. Okay, I should probably turn my page. In what language does la vella translate to the old? May also be used as a corruption of la villa, meaning town. Catalan, I guess. I mean, it's Andorra la vella. Feels a little easy for a GeoGuessr crowd. So it might not enhance that one. Question 2, what is the primary action while taken while inside of a mikvah? Man only needs to use the mikvah on special occasions, such as before Yom Kippur. But women should use it once a month? Is this a menstruation thing? Like, are we bathing or something? Cleansing oneself? I don't know what a mikvah is, but once a month it feels like that's what we're talking about. Yeah. I think I'm gonna say like bathing. Hopefully that's the right idea, but it could be some other related action, I don't know. Question 3, who is the author of Gitanjali, as well as Jana Ganamana, etc.? It's Tagore, which I think that's decently hard, honestly. So I'll take that. It's kind of you know it or you don't. Question 4. I've heard this lyric like several times, but I don't. I have no idea what this is from. Spoken by the title woman. Originally hit for the film group La Belle. What the heck? Re-recorded by a quartet of solo female artists. In what song would you say "Do you want to sleep with me tonight"? I I don't I don't know. I have no idea. Oh no! Wait, oh, I've heard of this. Damn it! Oh no! In what town did the army kill? Oh no! Oh no! What town is this? Ouch! 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 Oh, I don't know a lot of towns in Bosnia. There's Mostar with the bridge. This could be like Visegrad. It could be. Yeah, it could just be one of the big ones, but this feels like it's like the name of an event and probably not something I'm gonna know otherwise. It's not the thing from the bridge on the Drina, right? Is that even about the Bosnian War? God, I don't even know. I'm gonna say Visegrad for now, but there's no way that's right. I just don't know. Queer and challengers likely to receive awards, show nominations in the coming weeks. Dude, I just don't pay attention to this stuff. I mean, Call Me by Your Name is super famous. Challengers is also famous. First film to receive major acclaim outside of Italy. So this is somebody who's Italian. Can I name an Italian director? No. No, I cannot. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Just, yeah, this is not something I pay attention to. For any two objects, the strength of the gravitational force and the electromagnetic force is directly proportional to the distance between two objects raised to what power? Oh my god. Newton's law of gravitation, a group of laws named for the strength or intensity of their interactions having this relationship to distance? What? A group named for this relationship? So it's like square laws or something? Or cube laws? Like what? Okay, well, this started out okay. I don't know what any of the rest of this is. In origami, simple folds may be classified into categories named for two geological formations. Based on whether the paper on one side of the crease is folded over or under the paper on the, what? Paper on one side of the crease is folded over or under the paper on the other side of the crease. I am so lost here. Like, so lost. Wow. Okay. This is rough. I don't even know if I can come up with guesses for most of these. Strength, gravitational force, electromagnetic force. Is it just square? Is it just two? Man. Like, are these just like inverse square law or something like that? I'm just gonna say two. I don't have a better guess for this. Queer and challengers. I mean, Coppola is an Italian name, but it's not. It's definitely not that. there's just no way I get this. Okay, 4, 6, and 8. I've got 5 minutes, so that's plenty of time. I guess I should just think about the origami question. Geological formations folded over or under the paper on the other. I don't even know what this means. Like, one side of the crease is folded over or under the paper. Is this gonna be like a mountain or a canyon or something like that? Like a hill or a a fault, or I mean, there's so many things that this could be. Or it could be a mountain in a valley. Maybe that's better. I mean, if that, surely it's talking about generic formations, not specific ones, right? Um, Mountain and valley. I don't mind that as a guess. Um, can't wait for one of them to be right, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? What is that in? Spoken by the title woman. I've never heard of La Belle. I've never seen Moulin Rouge. Like, I don't have any idea what's going on here. What is who's a title woman of a song? Uh, Yikes, man. Okay, still 3 minutes, and I don't really know what to do with it. Both directed by what director? I just guess a generic Italian name? I mean, I don't think I have anything better to do here. It's not gonna work. Spoken by the title woman. The problem is, I feel like I probably just have never heard of this song because, like, I don't know any of these clues other than like the line itself. But like, who would ask such a question? Like, um, wow. I mean, yeah, great. All right, I'm gonna have to just start coming up with names. I have to enhance to 3 is obvious. Um, the problem is I just don't feel good about anything else. Like, 1 is too easy. Do I go with 2? That seems risky though. What if it's
1
washing
minute-ish.
hands? Like, that's not the same thing as bathing. Like, but why would you go inside something to? Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Uh. I don't know. 6. I'll say. Uh. Baldacci. Is that a person? I don't know. I made that up. Number 4. Again, I don't know what's going on. I'll just say like Marie Antoinette or something. And then enhance. Do I enhance 2 or is that a stupid idea? That might be a stupid idea. Except 1 is like super free, but I'm going to go with 1. I'm too. I don't know.
All right. That's the time.
Hey. Alrighty. Well, it started well, but that didn't really end well. Here you go.
Thank you, sir. Let's go over these answers. So, question 1. You seem to be very confident about Catalan. You're right. For the reasons that you said.
Yep.
Question 2. Bathing is correct. The
Yeah.
mikveh is essentially just a pool of still water. My understanding is that they do more than just wash their hands in it. So
Makes sense.
good choice.
Yeah.
Question 3. The author of Gitanjali is Rabindranath Tagore. Indeed.
And now here we
Now
go.
to the ones that you were less sure of.
Yeah.
Okay, so to start, the line "Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir" appears multiple times where it is spoken by Lady Marmalade. This is the song Lady Marmalade.
I don't think I've ever heard of that. So, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I have, but I'm not getting it.
Yep. All right. 5. This town, I mean, I haven't heard of it for anything besides this. The town is called Srebrenica.
Oof. Yeah, heard of it, but again, not going to pull it. So.
Yep. 6. This guy's the guy that directed Queer Challengers and Call Me by Your Name is Luca Guadagnino.
Heard the name again, but yeah, it's just not something I pay attention to. All right.
All right. So now, question 7. Newton's law of gravitation, Coulomb's law. They are inverse square laws. Unfortunately,
Oh,
the
no.
inverse
Does that mean
of
1/2? No.
Well, no. It means -2. The inverse of the square. Right.
Fascinating.
So we could have taken we could have taken inverse square.
Oh, that's
or
annoying. Okay.
negative seconds or something like this. I can tell you that you are far from the only person to do this.
Okay. It's an easy mistake to make. I guess I've never thought about that. I mean, yeah, for some reason I just thought of inverse square as square, which is dumb, but
Yep. So the square is in the denominator of those functions.
Gotcha.
So it's directly proportional to the -2 power.
That would do it. Okay.
And lastly, 8. You're right that these are like we're not talking about specific geological formations. They are generic. And yep, so depending on which way you fold the paper, the crease either points up or down. So the name given to those is mountain folds and valley folds.
Let's go. Okay. Nice. That's a little fortunate, but yeah, it works.
Another good call you made, by the way. In terms of enhancement, Catalan does give you more points than bathing.
Really? Wow, that's surprising, actually. Okay, I'll take it. I thought that was the safe option, but I guess maybe the bathing connection was easier to make than I realized. So, cool.
All right, halfway through. Quiz 3 it should be coming your way shortly.
Alrighty.
Yep, and it will be showing up now. Don't mind that it says V2, just fixing a typo from an earlier iteration. These are the same questions that everyone's getting.
All right. I'm not looking at them, but I can see them. Wait, never mind. Hold on. Not in the right tab. Oh, I didn't open them. Okay, sorry. I cannot see them. One sec. There we go. Now I can.
All right, good luck.
Right.
Thanks. Okay, what forward question? Repeated throughout a hit 1988 pop songs, inspired by a question commonly used by CPR trainees talking to their practice dummies. Annie, are you okay? No, surely not. Right? Does that make sense? Oh gosh. I did a CPR class once too, but it was like over a decade ago probably, so I don't think that I'm going to remember anything specific from that. Let's just go to number 2. Contemporary artist and fashion icon whose iconic works include Infinity Rooms. Okay, so this is Yayoi Kusama. whatever that is, and then the last thing is Yoko Ono's. This will be Japan. Question 3. The Cisplatina War, named for Cisplatina, which has previously been part of Banda Oriental, resulted in the independence of what country? From an alliance with its neighbors to the west and the north in a bloody 1860s war. Oh boy. Ah, this is such a thing, though. Oh no. Cisplatina. What is Cisplatina? Oh, this is such a thing. I've fully heard of this war. I don't know why I can't place it. Alliance. Is it ever Triple Alliance? Is that what's going on? Triple Alliance was. Oh my god. It's Uruguay, isn't it? Because West and North would be Argentina, Brazil, and then Paraguay was the one that lost that war. So I imagine it would be Uruguay, but God, what is Banda? Like, none of that sounds familiar to me, which is a little scary, but it does sound kind of Spanish, so I kind of like Uruguay on this. Question 4. Most widely used game engine used to develop games on Steam. Is this Unity? Let's be real. There's no way I'm pulling another game engine, so I'm absolutely saying Unity here. Question 5. What procedure is described by the Mayo Clinic as a non-invasive way to examine your organs and tissues that can last over an hour? Involves an apparatus that produces repetitive tapping, thumping, and other noises. What? Okay. Um. Uh, I mean, is the similar procedure, is that like chemotherapy? Or, I mean, higher exposure to radiation? Huh. I'll come back to that. What is honor? A word. Honor is a mere scutcheon. So by what literary character in the 3 plays he appears in can be found frequenting the Boar's Head Inn or seducing the wives of married men? Is this Falstaff? It sounds like Shakespeare. Boar's Head Inn. No, Tabard Inn. That's the one from Canterbury Tales. So it probably is Shakespeare. I mean, plays, like, right? It sounds like something Falstaff would do, and I know he's in Henry V. No, he's not in Henry V. His death is announced in Henry V. He's in Henry IV, 1 and 2, and Mary Wise of Windsor. I think this is Falstaff. I've never read any of those, but I think that's what's going on. 1980, Robert Axelrod asked other scientists to play in a tournament for a certain game by sending him instructions for simple strategies to simulate 4 lines of basic code. It's nicknamed Tit for Tat. They were playing what much-studied game? Whose other named strategies include adaptive, Pavlov, extortionary, and a discriminating altruist? What the heck? What is going on here? It's not tic-tac-toe, right? That seems too simple. I mean, tic-tac-toe is easy for anyone to just draw, so... Jesus. What term, which can be written as either 2 words or a single compound word, was named Oxford's 2024 Word of the Year? First recorded use is in Thoreau's Walden to compare societal instructions to potato blight. Its new modern meaning speaks to the perceived dangers of virtual life. Is this that one that was like trending on TikTok that was, God. I mean, I don't use TikTok. I just heard people talking about this. What is that word that people kept using? Oh my God. If it's actually that and I forget this, I'm going to be so sad. Oh, I'm actually going to forget this word. That sucks. Speaks to the perceived dangers of virtual life. I don't know. What forward question repeated? 1988. I mean, 88 could fit, couldn't it, for Jackson? Or is he earlier than that? I feel like that works. Annie, are you okay? Why would they call the dummies Annie? That seems weird. But like, Annie, are you okay? I mean, it makes sense. Kind of. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna come up with a better guess than that. CPR trainees talking to their practice dummies. What would you say to somebody dying? You would say, "Are you okay?" I'm gonna say that. Okay, 3 left. Procedure. Non-invasive way to examine your organs and tissues. It can last over an hour. Like, what is this? Apparatus that produces repetitive tapping, thumping, and other noises. Tapping, thumping, what? It's similar to chemotherapy. I don't even know if this is chemotherapy. Like, oh, demure. That's the term. So that's wrong, right? Because that I feel like doesn't make sense. How would you write that as a compound word? Wasn't there wasn't there a question in one of the other championships about words of the year? Apparently I need to pay attention to this. Walden. Oh my god. No, there's no way that's what it means. I don't even know what it means, but I don't think it means this. Demure. It's not. So, what is it? Societal distractions to potato blight. Received. Is this like societal distractions? So is this like living in your own world, like not worrying about the real? Like, is there a word for this? Hmm. Man, I don't know. What the heck is number 7? What much studied game? The winning strategy. Like, it's not like chess or Tetris or like altruist. Like, is this something where you're like interacting with other people? I'm so confused. Other name strategies include adaptive Pavlov. Good lord. I think I'm gonna enhance Uruguay and Falstaff, and then gotta figure out the rest of this. I'm gonna say demure for 8 because I'm not gonna come up with a better answer, but there's no way that's right. So, non-invasive way to examine your organs and tissues that can last over an hour. Why is my screen blinking? Hello? It's not supposed to be happening. Is everything... Let me make sure the recording's still running. Okay, it's still fine. Okay. Well,
One minute.
tapping, thumping, and other noises. I'll say no, it's not that. Dude. um Kinesiotherapy. That's not even a word, dude. Whatever. I'm making up a word. Kinesiotherapy. Um, and 7, I don't know. I really don't. I'm gonna say go. Got nothing.
And we're gonna say stop. Now it's time for you
Nice.
to send a picture of your answers.
Oh man. All right.
All right. Received. Okay. To go over the answers here. Um, the common CPR training dummy model that we're talking about here was one based off of an unknown woman who drowned in the Seine in like the late 1800s.
Okay.
And as a result, that dummy is nicknamed Resusci Anne. And as a
Yes.
result, and as a result, many CPR training programs do ask the question, "Annie, are you okay?"
Let's
Which
go.
inspired that question in the song, in Smooth Criminal.
Nice.
Well done.
Nice. Take that.
You sniped that really quickly.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good song. I listen to it somewhat often, so I guess it, yeah, helps. But
Nice, yeah.
nice.
Number 2, you did identify that we're talking about Yayoi Kusama and Yoko Ono as the first
Yeah.
and third members here. The second person is Takashi Murakami. They're all from Japan.
Yeah. Good.
Number 3, we were talking about indeed the War of the Triple Alliance. This is Uruguay.
Good.
Number 4, there are a bunch of game engines out there like Unreal Engine or Godot. This one we're talking about here is Unity. Well done, well
Yay.
chosen.
Fortunate again. Nice.
All right, number 5. I don't know that I've ever heard of kinesiotherapy before.
I don't think it's a thing. Yeah.
I can imagine it would be. What we're talking about here is an MRI scan.
Oh, really? Okay.
Not to be confused with a CAT scan or a CT scan.
Ah, fair enough. Examine. I mean, that. Okay. That's actually not. That feels like that's not that hard, but yeah. No, that makes sense. Yep. Okay.
All right, number 6. These are words said by Falstaff.
Okay.
Done. Number 7, the game being played here that you could either send some complicated instructions for or some very, very simple ones to tell an AI what to do is the prisoner's dilemma, or iterated prisoner's dilemma in this case. So, yeah.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah,
like tit for tat,
okay.
being like whatever you choose,
Yeah,
I'll
but
use
God,
the
I
either
took like
operator.
multiple game theory classes. That's a little rough, but yeah. Makes sense. Okay.
All right, and the answer to number 8, the Oxford 2024 word of the year is in fact a word that appears dozens of times in Lyons Den messages. This is brain rot.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, man. I hate it.
Which is it's crazy that Thoreau came up with it.
I had no
Or-
idea that was a Thoreau thing. Yep.
It probably isn't. It's probably just like or whatever the term for two people discovering something at the same time is. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I guess I need to just log all of these words of the year in my head so I don't forget them, but
Has there been
Oh, also, no. So we asked
No.
about Gaslight in like
yeah,
season
that
2,
one. Yeah.
but
Oh,
it was like it's not in the championship.
It
Kind of a
wasn't
different
championship.
question.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Gotcha. All right, one quiz remaining.
Do I have 4, 4, 5 so far? I think. I feel like that's okay. If I might have counted wrong, but each of the
I
last
can't
2 times I think I've gotten 2, so I'm doing fine. I think.
All right, let's see how you do with this last quiz coming in now.
All right. Okay. Click it and screen, and hands are hopefully on screen and I can see them.
right, good luck.
Many pop songs, chord progression notated as I, V, V, I, I, V. Okay. What characteristic of the VI chord requires it to be notated with lowercase letters, unlike the other 3 chords in the progression? What the hell? Okay, like, is it minor? Is it like diminished? Or I don't freaking know music theory things. English House of Stuart. Oh God. Oh no. Produced 4 kings of England and later 2 queens. Give the regnal name. Oh, so I don't even have to give a number. But this is still a problem. This is still a problem. Was Glorious Revolution, was that a Stuart thing? Like, do I say James? When was that? I don't know. I don't have a timeline in my head. Ah. Yikes. Give the regnal name. I mean, surely not Elizabeth I. She was before that, I think. Queen's, it could be an Anne, maybe. Oh my God, this is rough. I really should know this, but I gotta move on. What polymath gives its name to a tilted screw that carries material up its length when rotated, as well as a principle? Is this Bernoulli? I have no idea what the first thing is, but isn't the Bernoulli principle a... Oh, wait, no, it's Archimedes. Why did... Bernoulli? What the hell? What am I thinking of? I have no idea what I'm thinking of. Buoyancy. I confuse buoyancy with lift, I guess. I don't know. I guess this is Archimedes then. You is indeed a polymath. Question 4. What 3-letter sequence is both? O. Okay, Arpad Elo. Yeah. Because the Elo system is just named after a dude. The shortened... Oh, ELO. I see. Okay, yeah. So the first thing is Electric Light Orchestra. Okay. Sure. I guess I'll type it in all caps, but it doesn't have to be. Yeah. Shout out Arpad Elo, I guess. Ciudad de la Paz. Let's go. I just filmed a video that hasn't even been released where I tried to type this into cityquiz.io and it didn't take it, which is sad. I guess it doesn't exist yet. But Ciudad de la Paz is the planned capital of Equatorial Guinea. Pretty fun. All right, question 6. The croque monsieur and the croque madame are identical, except the croque madame has an egg on it. Question 7. Pierre Poilievre is the current head of what political party? He's currently leader of the opposition in his country's government. He's thought of as the favorite to become prime minister due to plummeting voter intent for the current ruling party. What? Your answer must include the name of a country. Okay, well, I thought it might be like France, but include the name of the country. What? I guess it would be Marine Le Pen anyway if it was France. What are we doing here? I don't know political parties like anywhere. Okay. Let's do 8. The Café Américain, whose staff includes a piano player named Sam. So it's the setting of the play Everybody's Coming to Rick's. Before the play was ever produced, it was bought by a movie studio and adapted into what film? What the hell? I don't know what any of this is. Nah. I don't think I'm getting this. Okay, so I have the middle 4. Stuart, I can just guess a name and hope for the best. So I should start thinking about the other stuff. So Pierre Poilievre, that sounds French. So if it's not France, maybe it is France. Prime Minister. Does France even have a Prime Minister? Probably. It still feels weird though. So is it Belgium, Luxembourg, Switzerland, Haiti, like Africa somewhere? I mean, oh my god, I don't know what's going on here. Doesn't feel like I'm going to be able to get to this. House of Stuart. There's James's, there's Edwards, there's George's. But George is like post that, right? Because American Revolution is later. So I'm just going to say James for 2. Does that make sense? I mean, Jacobean, when was that though? Isn't that earlier? Oh no. Well, maybe not though. Oh, maybe it does make sense. I think I stick with that. Okay. 1565. What is that? CGAG? Like, no. What characteristic of the VI chord requires it to be notated with lowercase letters? Is it like a diminished like sixth or something? Or a or a minor, like it's something like that, right? Is this just a major and minor thing? Pop songs. Oh, it's 1564. Good lord. I don't know why I thought that was it. Okay. This doesn't help very much. Man. I mean, I just don't know what's going on here, to be honest. The Café Américain. So a cafe with a piano player in it. So it's just a setting of a play. It was bought by a movie studio and adapted into what film? Piano player named Sam. What? Like, what is that? Like, what is it? What is a film that has a cafe with a piano player in it? Like, I don't know. Is that a film? Entertainer? Or is that just a song? It's just the like Joplin thing. The Pianist is a film, although that seems probably unlikely. Jesus. Breakfast at Tiffany's, that doesn't make sense because that was a book. Everybody's coming to Rick's. What is that? Oh my god, I have no clue. Pierre Poilievre. Who are you? Yeah, my only guess was like National Rally, but that doesn't make sense because you wouldn't make me say French. And again, it would be Le Pen. So, where else do you speak French? Where else would I know the name of a political party? Like, there's no way. Plummeting voter intent for the current ruling? Like, no. This is just, this is gonna be trouble, I think. Okay. The chord, I'll say that it's, do I just say minor here? It's gonna be like diminished or some other word. I'm just gonna say minor. Seems like the most likely guess. I don't know. Okay, due to the French name, who the heck are you? Is it Swiss or Belgian or something? I haven't heard about like unrest in these countries or anything like that. Like, isn't Switzerland doing completely fine? Like, they're always doing fine. Um, I uh yeah, this is really tough. I gotta just try and think about the last question, I guess. I guess I should enhance too. I'll go with Archimedes and ooh, ooh. I feel like Equatorial Guinea is actually hard.
1 minute.
ELO. How good is how easy is ELO? Like maybe that's kind of hard. Like maybe Archimedes is actually easier. Wow. Oh boy. Okay, I need to think about the other ones. I'm gonna say The Entertainer, which probably isn't even a movie. And for 7, I'll say Swiss Liberal Party. And then 10 seconds. Do I change my enhance or not? Honestly, yes, I will. Okay, we're going to cross that out. It's hopefully clear enough, and then circle 4. All right. We'll see if that was the right decision or not.
Many pop songs use this chord progression 1, 5, 6, 4. The characteristic of the 6th chord in this case is that it is a minor chord.
Oof, okay, fortunate. I'll take it. Let's go.
All right, I'm back, by the way.
All right.
Oh, nice. Yeah, a diminished chord would sound like quite a bit crunchier, but I imagine you could still make it work, but it's less
Yeah.
pop friendly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
the
I'll be
rest.
honest. I have no idea what a diminished chord is, but, it works. I just know it's a thing that exists, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, so a diminished chord, I think, both has a lowered third and a lowered fifth.
Got it.
Whereas the minor chord just has a lowered third. Right, Looney?
Yeah, but the phrase diminished, the phrase diminished sixth itself is most commonly used to refer to an interval, not a chord. But
Yes.
Got it.
Diminished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Now, the House of Stuart, there were 4 kings. I'm glad you didn't say Anne, but yeah. So Anne was a queen of the Stuart thing, but the 4 Stuart kings there were 2 of them that were named Charles, and there were 2 of them that were named James.
Nice. Oh, it said king. Yeah.
Yes.
I honestly didn't notice that, so that was lucky.
Cool.
Yep.
Yep.
Sick. All right.
So 3, this polymath is indeed Archimedes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll just run through this. There's a series of stuff that you seem pretty confident on. 4, it is ELO.
Yep.
5, thanks for the, I guess, leaked Lyons Den video knowledge. Yeah, Equatorial Guinea is right.
Yeah.
6, an egg is correct. A fried egg specifically, but you do not need that.
Okay.
Now to the ones that you seem to struggle with.
Yeah.
You named a bunch of countries where they might speak French. I think geographically the closest you got was probably Haiti.
Mhm.
We were actually talking about Canada here.
Oh.
This is the Canadian Conservative Party.
Wait, true. Wait, that's actually really bad.
Yeah, Trudeau is not the most popular guy
No,
right
of
now.
course, and he just resigned. Oh no. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, yeah. Shout out me trying to think of French-speaking places and deciding not to think of Canada. That's really nice. I would have gotten that right too if I'd thought of Canada. That's really bad. Okay, tough.
And then lastly, have you heard of the quote "Play it again, Sam"?
Have heard of the quote? Yes.
Okay. So that's from this movie. The film is Casablanca.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay. I did a quick Google search. There is a movie called The Entertainer. Kind of around the same time, not really, but like not,
Yeah.
not really.
No, that's Play It Again, Sam. That's super knowable. I've never seen Casablanca, but I should know that.
It's a good movie. Go watch it.
All right.
All right. Well, that's that. Thank you again, as always, for playing. playing this.
Yep.
Just for your information, the results will be out in about an hour.
Oh, nice.
But
okay.
we will now give you the completed roll, which will let you, access the discussion channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Thanks again for taking the extra time. I appreciate it.
Totally.
And for the good quizzes. All right. So the results are in. I've already seen them, but big reveal. Hopefully, I'm not covering them. Big reveal is now. Am I covering them? Yes, I am. So you guys have no idea who won. So I finished 4th, which honestly, kind of tough. I feel like there was definitely an opportunity. I mean, I lost by 3.14 pi moment, but I would have needed to get probably 4 more questions right or enhance slightly better and get 3 more questions right in order to win. So I think that was reasonably out of reach, but I think on a good day, I definitely could have won this. 1 second, let me move my keyboard back. So yeah, congratulations to our winners, who are, drum roll please. Boom boom. Eleanor for first place with over a point between her and Jambo, and then another point difference roughly between Jambo and Zach. But that is the podium. And yeah, awesome performances from those 3. Happy enough with my fourth place finish, although again, it feels like on a better day I could have been first. But yeah, congratulations to Eleanor for winning season 6 of the LDQL. Awesome stuff. And we can take a look also at the stats. Quiz 1, Oprah was the easiest. I still can't, I don't know what I was doing. I thought of her and somehow didn't put her. That's one that was definitely a missed opportunity because I didn't think enough about that question. Putting Jupiter on Mars is really unfortunate too. Otherwise, I didn't feel that bad about how this quiz went. But definitely left a point or 2 on the table there. Quiz 2, I honestly didn't have much of a chance on the ones that I missed. -2 I should have had, but like, honestly, even if I was confident that it was inverse square, I might still have said 2. So I'm pretty okay with how quiz 2 went. Quiz 3, similar. I think that Prisoner's Dilemma, these all were gettable, but not necessarily easy. Like, MRI makes sense, like imaging of the body, like I probably should have put that together. Prisoner's Dilemma, I've heard of tit for tat, so again, like that's something I should be getting. Brain rot, like maybe, I don't know. I don't think I've ever unironically used that word before, but it is a word that exists, so maybe I should have had it. And this one was definitely rough. The last 2 questions I should not be missing. Canadian Conservative Party was a really bad miss, and then Casablanca was honestly kind of a bad miss as well, I think. But like on the whole, it was solid. Like, I definitely could have won, but I think that I played okay. There were still a couple of decent pulls. The most insane thing to me is that Equatorial Guinea was the joint easiest question, which I don't even understand. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, Ciudad de la Paz, like that's not very well known, I feel like. People just put it together by maybe thinking Giblojo sounds possibly African, and it's Spanish-speaking. There's only one Spanish-speaking African country, and also pretty much one African country with its capital on an island, and the rest of the country not on an island. So it kind of makes sense that a lot of people are getting it, but that none of that seems like easy geographical knowledge. Like, that all seems still like not super obvious. So it's a bit insane to me that was the joint easiest question, along with osmosis, which actually did feel like an easy question. But yeah, surprise, I guess. Somehow egg was like, that's so nuts to me. Like the cook madame, I guess I thought that was a gimme, the egg, but apparently that's not as easy. So it's interesting how I just think some things are easy and they're hard, and I think some things are hard and they're easy. But yeah, that's how it went overall. And again, like quiz 3, the Japan one was like the joint hardest question on this quiz, the one with like Yoko Ono and Kusama, and I thought that was like, I mean, I didn't even have to think about that one. I was just like, this is gonna play easy, and I didn't even think more about it. So again, kind of crazy how that sort of stuff shakes out. But yeah. Anyway, enough yapping for me. It's a long enough video as it is. So thank you all for watching Season 6 of the Lyons Quiz League. I hope you enjoyed. Another massive thanks to Benny and Looney for putting this together. They are legends. They put a lot of time into this. The questions are incredibly well written. Like, it is genuinely not that easy to write good trivia, but they do an amazing job of not only making the questions high quality, but also making them worldly and accessible to people all over the world and not just Americans, which, again, a lot of trivia here is not very worldly. So thank you to Benny and Looney for putting this together. This was a blast. And yeah, I finished just off the podium, but hey, one of these seasons it might be my time. So we will see. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you again for season 7, hopefully pretty soon. And yeah, that's all I've got. So goodbye.